today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Versus Sam Darnold and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when at the beginning of the season he was not named the starting quarterback, but when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity, and by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
Play action, it's Darnold. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in by Bourne. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. From the 50, it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Foyesade Oluokun came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lance going to throw.
Oh, come on, man.
Complete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lance.
Come on, not 2 times in a row.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw again on 2nd down, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Open man is born. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lance. Forced out to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Touchdown Falcons. Mecole Hardman, 84 yards. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play. I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Darnold down to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Hardman to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Oh, come on, man.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's Lance. Open Manus Ross complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is
touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And let's take a peek at some of the defensive effort here that's helped them get this first half lead.
Yeah, I remember in school, we used to have a term for it, break on it. When you see the ball in the air, when you see a receiver make the cut, and you anticipate it, break on the football, get there, make a play. And we've seen a lot of that so far in this game.
Coverage has been excellent. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3 on the handoff. Henderson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
How is that not an illegal
down
swing?
inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
And now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was just saying now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your time.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
Unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Darnold's throw complete here to his receiver Brown. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Darnold. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here's Mecole Hardman. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated. I
don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Gotta play that shit.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold. And he's going to be taken down there. A sack back at the 32. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rosa's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
So out come the Falcons now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Lance buying time to his left. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure that
touchdown Falcons. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Darnold. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
52 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A pass there over the middle to start things out. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Lance now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he rifles one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And Lance now to throw.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance, that's caught left side to tight end Pitts. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Falcons, hey, they finish a perfect month of September.
I missed. Yeet. Excuse me. Is it time for somebody to get paid? Oh, Foyer? Yeah. You definitely finna get paid. 478. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep that. Eddie Jackson. You doing your thing. Amos. Yup. You finna get paid. Excuse me. +1 in speed. Monday night, Monday night.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
In a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight we wind up week 5 with a good battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, offensive player of the week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
Off play action, Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
No, this is our franchise.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
I just played my game before this.
And they'll spot it right at the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Yes, sir, you did. Beat the shit out of I beat the shit out of
Lance now on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Same in my other league, in my money league. I had him on my bench.
For 18 and a first
so yes,
down.
I feel your pain. So.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Oh, definitely start them this week because guess what they're playing.
6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then
what's crazy is that cornerback an X factor. And the last game, I started out that shit 2 plays in a row. And the cornerback swatted it both plays. And then the game
you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for giving us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Play action. It's Tannehill. That's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. A give to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football. He gains yardage for him, chews up clock. That's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and goal.
Quarterback fucked up a lot that way, too.
Caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this
game? And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Chase Young.
That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On 1st down, Lance. Open net is Waddle, complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. A handoff running left, Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4.
Now a handoff to Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Lance going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons push further out in front. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
Kyle Pitts with the hit stick. Why the fuck you out there?
You want to talk about active hands. hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball
hey, man,
teams,
you
the ones that really
they just exerted all their energy against you, man.
They have and able to get their hands on balls and have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. Very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes.
So thank you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, that's me. That's my guy. Damn, he didn't even see it.
Tannehill's throw complete to
Damn, he didn't even see it.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's definitely looking more like Ryan Tannehill this game.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Oh.
This will be caught. Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
Ooh, how'd that happen?
He's caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
What the fuck?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC's offense ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down.
Under pressure.
Tannehill sacked. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Tannehill. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Lance.
Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Go, baby.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, and maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
Ah, you got the Saints.
Things started up at Ford Field in
Ready to see that one.
where it was the visiting Bucs who were able to come in and win one on the road. Jared Goff, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the rest.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And Lance's throw is taken in by Waddle.
Touchdown, Falcons! Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And some room to work. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 22. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The easiest of
Tucker
winners.
able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Tannehill now to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Tannehill. Under pressure. pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a fumble.
One day I'm going to get that shit.
We're calling luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
I fucked it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Pat Freiermuth, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Get on my back.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 71 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a catch by Waddle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be taking it for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
We're going to get 8 up.
Lance now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman, 44 yards. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Taken at the goal line. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. On 1st down, Tannehill. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Chandler Jones in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Third and long, it's Tannehill.
Ready to get in on the phone.
But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Henry again on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Working from the gun, Lance. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
We out of here.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.